It's honestly really funny how quickly or easily we get used to the things we do, our lessons, our story, and just everything about ourselves. And that's a big part of creating content. People need to be reminded more than they need to be taught. And today I don't really have anything to remind you with. Rather, it's just something that I'm not sure if I've really shared that much. But yeah, I just want to document this because I know that I will look back on this in the future and really treasure all these different moments and all these different things. And today I just had a thought, which was that I wanted to document this moment just because, yeah, I just spend my whole days working, honestly. And I know that sounds really depressing, but maybe rather than working, I'll use the words chasing my dreams, which is very, very similar, except framed differently, and so it's interpreted much differently also. I used to, a couple years ago, as anyone, spend my time watching TikToks and listening to music a lot of the time and watching YouTube and tuning into, my friends' gossip and so on and just wasting my time here and there. But I've come to really, really loathe and hate wasting my time. And I've developed this kind of urgency to remind myself of my death. And I know that sounds maybe kind of extreme, but it doesn't need to be your death that you remind yourself of, but just, your dreams, the things you want to accomplish, and your vision, and just the fact that you're here once. I think about this each day, almost each day, and, you know, that does not mean I'm a proponent of just, spending all your whole days grinding, right? Because that's what I used to do. And I hated it and I ran myself into the ground. But now I don't spend my entire days grinding. Rather, I do a good few hours of deep work. I read, I train, like I go to the gym, and for example, right now, I'm kind of reflecting on my day and just kind of the progress and just thinking about what my priority is for, well, the coming week and month and year and everything to work on, really, and how things are going, and my plan and my system. And something I really like to work off of is the GPS system, which is goals or goal, even better if you can focus on one, plan, system. And one above that is your vision, right? So if it's long term, you have your vision, your goal, your plan, and your system. And that's kind of thing I'm reflecting on right now, and I'm gonna leave it here before I go on a tangent and talk about too much. But it is quite nice that I've had. I spoke at the beginning of the video how quickly we get used to our lessons and our story, but also our wins. And if you were to tell my past self, that is myself from 1 or 2 years ago, that I'm getting the kind of messages that I'm getting now, I would be really pleasantly surprised. Because almost daily I get messages from people telling me that I inspire them. They love my brand because it comes off as real. They find my content really valuable. They are a fan of me. I've had someone say that, and others who say they look up to me, and it's incredible. Really, just being able to make an impact in at least any small little corner of the world. That's an analogy, of course. And it's wonderful. It's incredible. And it proves that I am taking action and moving towards my vision of ultimately retiring my parents, living an incredible life and inspiring others to do the same. The inspiring and providing for people and bringing the people all around the world joy is a big part of that, because that's ultimately what brings my life fulfillment. I just really, really love seeing a smile on another's face. It'd be a stray dog, or a person who needs food or shelter, or my mother, or my father, or my brother, or an older person walking by on the street, or a younger person walking by on the street. It's just, those things bring a level of joy and fulfillment to your life that extrinsic pursuits and external things like money and cars and penthouses could never. As much as I love cars, I don't want any cars in the future just for status, but only because it's just part of my passion. I don't think it will ever change. That I just love contributing and giving and helping people in life. And I'm grateful for that, because a lesson that I learned from one of my mentors, my past mentors, is when you give more than you get, you receive more than you give. And I think that's just a beautiful part of life. And that's why I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep giving. I'm going to keep doing my best. And I will not stop. I have no time to waste. I have parents to retire, clients to acquire, and people to inspire. And I hope you don't stop either. Keep going. I believe in you. And I'm rooting for you. Be mega. Ciao.